All right, well, we closed the music, so I guess we're going to go ahead live here. Welcome to the preseason review here for upon Warrior Gaming Esports. As always, I'm your host, Streetz. Joining me today, Mike is peeking. Okay, see, this is why we do this here. Appreciate Conrad here helping us out here all the way out in North Dakota. But like I was saying before, North Dakota's cold today. Yeah, it was 60, 65 for high today. Kind of felt like 55. So we're good here, all in Wisconsin here. Still peaking.
Tom, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate the feedback here.
Yeah, thank you, Conrad. If you wouldn't mind letting me know how I sound on your end, that'd be great. Up or down, doesn't matter.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Appreciate it.
How am I right now? Kyle, step back. Yeah, I guess with it being a Yeti, I don't have to be too far back to or too far in front of it. Old habit. It is exactly.
Old habits die hard.
Well, I mean, I'm so used to using the DG20 mic or whatever it was. Anyways, yeah, we are going to do a podcast to try to review or preview the upcoming season. Joining us today, obviously, will be the man with the plan, the guy in charge here, Pat Bennett, aka Mr. Prime. Prime, welcome to the first podcast, and not only the first podcast of the year, but the first stream of the year.
Well, what's going on, Streetz? I think I'm live. Can you hear me, Conrad? Just make sure we're good. Conrad?
give him time. Give him
Great.
time. Perfect.
All
Perfect.
right. Yeah, we're here. We're back. We're in a new space this year, Kyle. Got our own little space now. For those of you in Waupun that have gone here, we just moved a little bit down the hall. We're now in the computer lab that's off our pod, and then the old clothes closet. The old clothes closet has moved. It is now in the PD room and one of the little conference rooms, but we still have it here. But yeah, it's still here, and we're excited for this year and making strides with the new additions. Rock River having a sixth grade esports program in the spring really helped us, I think, as a lot of those students that were over there have now come here, and we're around 20 to 25. I haven't looked at it recently, but we're introducing content creation this year, so we're hoping to have someone here to help you out with your broadcasting part, Kyle, and then we're going to be doing some graphic stuff. You'll see that hopefully on Tuesday for our stream. We have a person who's doing the animations for that. She's working hard at it.
Shout out to Alana,
aka Zero. And so she's working hard on that. And then we're looking to do some other graphic stuff for our social medias. We're also looking at building our TikTok following. So if you haven't already, we're on TikTok. So can't guarantee what we'll put out there, but maybe you'll see a little bit of Mr. Bennett on the old TikTok doing the fads. I don't know. We'll see. But what else are we doing? So we got broadcast assistant, graphics, and then social media. So someone to run that, free myself up to do a little more coaching and less all of everything else. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, we also are expanding and doing advertising as well. So I made a little rundown for Kyle and I, and I'm jumping all over, but we do have some advertising that we do. So if you're watching right now, you'll see on the page there that we've got some advertising partners. Oddball Arts out of Waupun. She does a great job if you're in the area or even just in Wisconsin. She travels quite a bit, so she does murals and stuff. She does window painting. Then you got Ian's power washing out of Beaver Dam. He's a great guy. He did esports at MATC, did Rocket League, so we're very excited to have him on board. if you need your power washing done, we're running through advertising later, but give you guys an idea of who they are. We got Go Dutch as well. Casey has a great business over there. Once a month, she usually hosts something in her building where it's one type of food, and then you come in, you pay a really reasonable price for what she's offering you. It's a buffet style. So next week, actually, she's got wing night. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later. Kyle and I, even Joel, I'm sure we dig some chicken wings. So we'll be talking about that later. Um, and then Kyle took the screen away from me. So now Gutter Tech coming back. Uh, Doug and Marlo, thank you for coming back and for helping us along with our advertising that we're trying to promote here with our kids. So we appreciate you guys coming back, and we've got All Phase as well. They're another returning business with us. So very fortunate, but blessed, and all the above that you guys are back. If you need your geo heating, cooling, and geothermal looked at, I'm not an expert on geothermal, but they do a phenomenal job. I always see their truck somewhere around the town and even around Dodge and Fond du Lac. Yeah. So, Kyle, what do you want? As he's preparing.
Well, no, I just want to make sure. Did you want me to bring up the oddball arts, or are we going to go into the next topic, or?
Yeah, we can talk about oddball. So Kyle, I think there's an image in there. We're working on the stream here, so bear with us. But um, and then there should be another page that shows the services, her services, like what she's done. Should have been there. All right. Well, she's on Facebook. So we're working on it. But our advertising will be much better next week. We're just working on the streaming kinks that there are, and I'm glad we did because those are things we need to work on. So, yeah. So Oddball, she's great lady. She does great work. If you are in the area, Waupun or Fond du Lac, I've seen her. There's a esports building in Beaver Dam called Waupun, or not Waupun, excuse me, the Bank Esports in Beaver Dam. She did a lot of their window painting, and so we're working on the service screens right now. I see Kyle working on it. There it is. Just let me know when she got it live. But yeah, this is what she did in Beaver Dam at the bank. She's a passionate, avid gamer, so she jumped on the opportunity to help out their window paintings. So that's Chloe. If you're in the area, need some window painting done, or she's done murals too. So if you got outside business walls that you want painted, she's done that as well. But she's on Facebook. Contact her, and then she can get you hooked up. Let you know what that might entail and what that might cost. But yeah, Ian does a phenomenal job working on that screen right now. But he does all kinds of different power washing services. I'm just working on the list here. So yep. So he's got everything you need: gutter and roofing cleaning, house and window washing, driveways and sidewalks, along with garbage bin cleanings. Who would have thought? But you know what? I can tell you right now that my garbage bin definitely probably could use some cleaning. So maybe Ian, I might be calling you later about that. I want to go back to the main screen. Yep, and then you got Go Dutch. Like I said, next week rather. We're working on the fly here. Pardon me. So this week looks like she's got Blackstone breakfast at Beaver Dam Market from 8 to noon. Next week, like I said, chicken wing night, Kyle. So we'll be there.
Absolutely, I'll be there.
Just go to Go Dutch Solutions. That's a building here in Waupun. And so from 4 to 7, but I wouldn't bank on the 7 part because I'm sure they'll probably go quick. So you want to probably try to get closer to 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock is pushing it, I would say. Chicken wing night might be pretty popular. So do yourself a favor, get out as soon as you can. I know it's not ideal probably to get there at close to 5 because some people work till 5, but if you want them chicken wings, you're going to want to get there as soon as you can. Yeah, right? 4:30. But yeah, then the rest of the rundown there. So that's what we'll be doing for Casey at Go Dutch. Just advertising what she's got going on. She, like I said, she does monthly meals. Usually it's on a Monday. But yeah, we've had my family and I. We've gone there many times, and it's a treat. Can't go wrong. So, Gutter Tech. I think we showed the screen, but we didn't show like the services. Yep, yep. We're working on that screen right now. But like I said before, Gutter Tech, welcome back. Thank you for your support. Um, without you guys, it wouldn't be possible to get this underway here with the advertising and giving our students the experience to work on live reads like this. This isn't easy, I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, 5 feet and 6 feet seamless gutters, gutter guards. They're fully insured, free estimates, and they are locally owned. And like I said, without them, this isn't possible. We were able to utilize the money that they were, willing to give us for doing this kind of thing to utilize in our new space here with furniture. So all the advertising partners, we utilize that money in some form or fashion of that kind. So
Well, yeah, I just wanted to add that, Gutter Tech and All Phase, they are back for their second year of advertising for us. And then, of course, we brought in Oddball Arts, Ian's, and Go Dutch. So, yeah, we're glad to have them on board as well. So, throughout the season, we'll have matches, sponsored by each company as well. And we'll probably have some QR codes set up too during the match that, you can quick scan and get, more updates on them as well. So, yeah, Pat's done a great job of, explaining each and every sponsor that we have, and yeah, without their support, I mean, it's the stuff that we do, we wouldn't be able to do. So thank you to all of our sponsors out there for contributing to this great team that we have.
the league. Oh yeah, teams.
Well, yeah, okay, so we'll keep moving along here. Let me go ahead and switch up the screen here. So Prime, let's just get down to the business here.
Brass tacks.
Brass tacks. Third year of Waupun Esports.
Yes, sir.
First year, we saw a lot of success. We had 2 Smash teams. We had 2 Rocket League teams. We had a Mario Kart team that went to the playoffs and actually won their first matchup. Second year, we're down to 1 Rocket League team. We're down to 1 Smash team. Mario Kart made the playoffs, did not win a series. Third year, we might not even have half those teams anymore. I mean, where do we go from here? I mean, are we continuing to slide down a little bit more, or is there some promise here? I mean, what's the outlook for this upcoming season?
Well, Kyle, I think the first year, being a new club, the interest obviously is probably you know there and everything, and then plus we had seniors at the time, so unfortunately, Conrad, he moved on to bigger and better things. Right, he's over in North Dakota, rocking it. Uh, Logan and all those guys. So we lose. Unfortunately, people. I mean,
Shout out to Ben too.
that too. Yeah, yeah. Shy. She graduated last year, but just unfortunately, our time here is short. We don't have these guys forever, so we just got to kind of roll with the punches, right? And so I think having our program over at Rock River, Coach Roberts was able to establish at least one title, and that was being smashed because of the space that he had available on the system. So he took one title and just ran with it, which is great. Now he's got more space on those switches over there. He'll be able to utilize more. Another thing is like he's introducing the kids to Madden and 2K. So, my goal obviously is to live in the present here and just kind of run with what we got. Which right now, junior high, we've got an influx of seventh graders, so we're going to have two Smash teams. We're gonna have chess. Dresden's over here practicing right now. So, and we got Dom as well playing chess. So, as we go through year three, um, these junior high kids are gonna learn the difference between you know just playing at home to that competitive aspect. Obviously, it's a more recreational thing. I've told parents that, and I fully believe it. It's totally recreational for them. They want to learn these games, so that by the time that they get to high school, it is we're rocking and rolling. We're doing a varsity kind of approach where games are serious. We're trying to win. We're practicing. So that is the difference between last year and this year. Is that I told our senior high kids that we want to make sure we're focusing just on two titles. If you want to like introduce yourself to these other roles, the broadcast, the graphics, social media, like that's great. But we want to we want to find time to practice the games that we're competing in. So we did narrow down the choices a little bit. So I think we're fine. I think as time goes on, year 4, year 5, not to look too far ahead here, but I would honestly be okay with having 40 kids in here. We just have to have the space, obviously, and the equipment for it. But honestly, I think we can do that kind of thing as long as we continue to have that approach of we keep recreational for junior high, and then we make sure that we're getting a little more serious when we get to senior high.
So that's one thing that I just wanted to quick jump in on is that you look at how many players we have on the varsity level, which again people graduate or something else comes up in their life where it's like what, I don't have the time for this, which is fine. Like this is supposed to be just for for fun and everything. And yeah, there are some like college aspects to it as well that colleges are out there scouting. They're looking for people to do like social networking as well. But again, like if you don't have the time for this and something else is more important in your life, absolutely, like we're fine with that. But as you mentioned, Rock River, though, they are doing a tremendous job. Think of them as like the minor leagues for like a baseball system, the farm system. They're getting in all these kids who are going to have so much hands on with learning about competitive gaming, and not even that, just learning like basic controls and everything and how stuff like that functions. And now by the time you get up to 7th, 8th grade, now you're with Warrior Gaming here. Now you can see how the varsity team plays. So then when it's your time to get called up to the big show, you're all ready to go. So yeah, I mean, again, you look at the varsity team right now, and yeah, it's a lot smaller than what it has been in the last 2 years. But I mean, you look at the middle schoolers that we have right now. I mean, they're going to become your upperclassmen, and I think you're going to have more people come into that. So yeah, right now, I mean, year 3, it might not be what we're expecting it for results, but I mean, you look down further down the road, and there's going to be a lot of more students coming in, a lot more games that could be introduced by Playversus as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to completely wipe out year 3 and say like, okay, yeah, we're not going to do too well, but no, I just think that Warrior Gaming does have a bright spot coming in shortly.
Yeah, and I think too, the nice thing that we've had is like with this new space is that it's given kids the opportunity to see that hey, there is an esports program here. Sure, we're advertising it, in morning announcements and stuff, and but to actually visually see it, to see that there's an esports space and that there's Warrior Gaming, it gives that interest, sparks it a little bit there. Um, but kind of going off of what you said, um, having Jalen and Hayden and Hayden, we're gonna call him Bunker. So he's a freshman. Um, so having those three, being able to mentor our 7th and 8th graders for Smash, I think it's super valuable. And I told Jalen that we want to ride out on a high note with him. He's our senior leader this year, so we're also introducing a new league for Play Versus. So Smash Bros. And Rocket League are going to have their own Wisconsin league. So we'll have a Smash team for that. So as these 7th and 8th graders, they grow here these couple of years. It gives them an opportunity to look forward to something, and that um, they're playing for recreational right now. So there's no like prize or whatever, but to get that experience at that level, and then know that hey, we're working towards the Wisconsin League now. We're 7th grade, but we're going to be in 9th grade before you know it, and then we've got the Wisconsin League where we can win a championship, a visible championship, right, a trophy. And then those kids that are senior high kids, they can also work towards a scholarship as well, because if you take first or second place on Play Versus, that's another scholarship opportunity. Plus, Kyle, we've talked about this. I spent the spring networking with all the Midwest colleges. So shout out to all those schools. They're going to be watching. So it's very new what we're kind of doing here with this approach of, we went through year 1 and 2, and now getting a little more serious here. But to know that, hey, we have eyes on us now, and we want to make sure that we're living up to our potential. Um, Makes it all the more worthwhile for me as the coach and director, whatever you want to call me. But yeah, to know that there are schools that are out there looking for um, esports, but also in the content space of it. Um, so there are there are colleges that are looking for broadcast assistants and graphic designers and people to run their social media. So that's the philosophy of what we're working towards, is just like giving those opportunities. And as long as we have them, we're going to create them as much as we can. So yeah, we're doing all kinds of things this year. We're going to talk about them today. Um, we ran through the Wisconsin high school or the Rocket League and Smash for Play Versus. We talked about our advertising partners. Talked about what's coming up. Joel is around the corner, and he'll be talking to us next. But yeah, it's gonna be a great year. I am super thankful to have this space now. It gives us a feeling like we have our own little community now. So yeah, that's it for me.
Next week is the beginning of preseason, and so like right now, I feel like we're kind of in the training camp stage. Which with the NFL season starting tomorrow, it's like we're right there. We're so close to jumping into like the thick of things. Like I just want to get this thing like off on a good note. Let's get the ball rolling. It's preseason. How many seasons of preseason, or how many weeks of preseason do we have? Just two. 2 weeks of preseason, and then it's go time. All right, well, it's going to be something to see then. Got a lot of work on our hands, I think. I mean, we still have to figure out if we have a full Mario Kart team. I think our Smash team is pretty much set. Madden, I think we've got Joel coming in possibly yet. We can talk more about that. Rocket League, I don't think that's going to happen. Am I missing a team here? Oh, 2K, still waiting on 2K yet. Let's go ahead and just take a quick commercial break. Really don't have anything here set up for a commercial break. But again, I'll just go ahead and just, give a shout out again to Oddball Arts, Ian's Power Washing, Go Dutch, Gutter Tech, and All Phase. Without your contributions, again, I wouldn't be here. Pat wouldn't be here. The students that are in the other room practicing, they probably wouldn't be here either. Joel, yes, I see you. You wouldn't be here either. But Joel, since you are in here, let's go ahead and bring you in, Joel, aka Alpha Donut, who is the reigning defending MVP of Warrior Gaming from last year. Joel, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, Joel, let's go ahead and just start off with some basic questions here. How was your summer?
It's fairly good. At the beginning, there was not really a lot that was happening. Stayed at home or local for the most part. The last couple of weeks definitely picked up for me. Got to visit Kentucky for the first time, where I went to the Corvette plant in Bowling Greens. That was a really cool experience, and we got those tickets way back in, I think, July, and they're almost sold out at that point. Um, but yeah, went to Kentucky. Um, and just a couple days before school started, I was able to drive a vehicle that was not my manual car, and that was a Tesla. That was a really cool experience.
No, it
Creepy
didn't
with
blow up, did it?
self-drive, but
I know Teslas are notorious for blowing up.
oh no, they didn't. This one didn't blow. I'm still here if you didn't notice. So yeah, yeah, summer was good for me.
Glad to hear that. Of course, we're welcome to have you back as well. With you being, I mean, not only the MVP, but now you are considered an upperclassman. So, I mean, we love like senior leadership, and I mean, since we only have like one senior here, I mean, we'll depend on you a little bit more too to just set the tone for Warrior Gaming. You know, how you act, inside of school, how you act outside of school, the fact that you are a high honor student, I believe, as well.
Hmm.
I mean, that's what we want all these students to be too. I mean, like. You're representing Warrior Gaming inside the school. You're representing Warrior Gaming outside of the school. So definitely, you are a tone setter for what we strive to have our of our students be as well. I'm looking at the podcast rundown. Junior year question mark. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
So like, so like I was just like junior year. So we're gonna get through the year and see where things take us. But like what are your thoughts? Like we talked about broadcast assistant. Like you obviously can do pretty well on the mic. So is that something that you want to try out this year? And not to put you on the spot, but like I think for one, if there's any student that has been with our program that has had the most experience on the mic, it's definitely been you. So definitely something that we're looking at possibility. I know we talked. We're trying to get you a game here. So whether that's NBA or NBA or Madden, one of the two.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart might be the one. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think for sure. I think Kyle would love to have you on the mic. Gives him somebody to talk to him, except for but in addition to the chat, but it also gives him someone to bounce off ideas and stuff. But
well, I mean, you have your play-by-play announcer, you have your color commentary.
Yep.
It's like I kind of have to do both. So yeah, to have an additional person in the booth with me as we got games going on, that'd be a great addition.
Yeah, I mean, I've been weighing my options this summer because I kind of figured like going from year to year to year, it seems like, as you kind of said earlier, that interest seems to have faded a little bit. And with Rocket League, I knew going into summer that was going to be a little bit like on the edge because I don't know what they have going on. And I know Dane's got stuff going on at home, so I mean, I accept that. Um, like we all have our things that we all need to attend to that are more important, like family. So yeah, but broadcast assistant, I don't know. I just feel like every time I see Kyle streaming, he looks so alone over there. He looks like he needs help I mean, not that he needs help running the stream, but he definitely feel like it would take a little weight off of his shoulders.
He just needs a friend, Joel. He just needs a friend. No, I think you're right. It's hard to maintain, popularity. But honestly, like we've maintained like the numbers, we stay consistent between 20 to 25 kids, which is to me it's phenomenal. I've told people that, and they're just like flabbergasted that we have that many kids. But now that we have a bigger space, like I said before, I would be grateful if we can get like 40 kids in here. Honestly, obviously we'd have to kind of shaking his head. We can manage it. Honestly, like we have the space now. Obviously we have to make sure we have enough technology for it. But no, I think when you look at successful programs, I mean, as long as you have kids in the door, right? That's a success in my eyes. But the more people we can get involved, the better. And honestly, it's something that Joel and I have talked about is scholarship opportunities. As long as we have that opportunity to get you guys the opportunity for a scholarship, like I am grateful for that. So Yeah, I think we'll do great things this year. Hopefully, this potentially, you doing broadcast assisting, like, opens up doors for you. I know your end goal is to go into music profession, teaching music, but I don't know. I mean, maybe a year with Kyle and doing this, maybe changes directions. But that's the whole purpose of doing this kind of things is it gives you that experience of just sitting side by side with someone and talking through whatever we're streaming that day. But gives you that experience and say, well, you know what, I did it for a year and definitely not. So, but at least it gives you the experience, which is what we're hopeful for with this, is that gives Joel or any other student that the opportunity to come in, try things, and they can either say yes or no at the end of the day, and I feel better about it myself. Um, Moving along though, Joel, like I guess talk about like goals, I guess for you and as far as esports, like we're still in the wings on 2K and Madden, and I'm hopeful that by the end of the week we'll know something more about 2K. But that was something that you picked up last year and did really well with, so I'd hope that we can continue that. But Madden is another opportunity that Kyle's very, he speaks Madden very fluently. So,
Joel, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Not in my opinion.
Thank you.
so yeah, I mean there's games there definitely. I know like probably when you signed up way back and when you were an eighth grader going into summer there, like you were like, you know what, I'm gonna play games, in esports. But here we are, we have an opportunity to do broadcasting. So um, yeah, who'd have thought? And so as we go through the week here, hopefully we'll have better clarity on what's going on for those titles we talked about. But as far as esports is concerned, like what are you looking to do this year? Obviously, you like to compete in 2K, but like,
I'd also like to win a championship.
there you go.
That's another
Amen,
goal.
bro.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
We want to bring titles to esports.
Yes, I think that's a good mindset, honestly, and we start bringing some play versus trophies and putting them in the trophy case. I think that makes it a little more serious around here, and I think also you talk about exposure. Seeing a trophy like that in the trophy case, you stop and look, right? And then you're like, oh, we won a trophy in esports. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And so, yeah, I think that's a great mindset to have. So it's great hearing that. So hopefully we have one of those two titles available for you to compete in. And we'll kind of reevaluate Rocket League as we go. Spring is also a chance. I know Marlone, who joined us after soccer last year, he's looking to come back. So we just get through the fall season here, and then maybe the spring season we have something going. So let's just concentrate on the fall for now, and then school. Like obviously, you're a high honor student, so I would assume that one of your goals would be to maintain that.
Obviously.
But like anything else, like are you? I don't know. Like what other goals do you have for school? Like here in the building?
I don't know. That's kind of a hard question to answer other than, keeping the grades up. Obviously, junior years, of course, I got the super fun ACT in the March,
Right.
so that I'm totally looking forward to.
I can tell by your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So, maintaining high honors, I mean, that's as good as an esports championship right there, man. Like to be a high honor student any of your years at any of like your grade levels, I think is pretty phenomenal. And you've been consistently doing it year after year. I mean, colleges, I think that's a good thing to bring into your system. So just saying, speaking of college preparation, we talked about, ACT. For any of our listeners out there, maybe at college if they're listening, what would interest Mr. AlphaDonut?
So what interests me is going into music education. So becoming like a music director for either middle school or high school band. I haven't really decided that part yet, but yeah.
No, I love it. I mean, I've known you for a couple of years now. I know how passionate you are about music. I know how passionate you are about video games as well. So no, I mean it's all around. It's great student athlete to have, with the emphasis on student. I mean grades, schoolwork always comes first. So no, the fact that you've constantly striving to hit your goals, I mean again, that's what we want to set for a standard here with Warrior Gaming, and that's again why you've been the MVP, is because you are the warrior way of what we want here. Pat, anything else you want to add? Final words. Oh, final words.
I mean, as we prepare for next week, we'll get the junior high kids figured out for teams and stuff. Looks like we're gonna have at least 2 teams for that. But yeah, and then we prepare our senior high kids for Smash for sure. Not sure about Mario Kart. Gage.
Gage, if you're out there, man, let us know what's up.
Yeah.
I would like a sub for
then,
2K if it happens, please.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
you.
2K, maybe we'll find out hopefully at the end of the week. I hope. But yeah, I mean, we'll prepare for next week. But like Kyle alluded to earlier, it's only 2 weeks of preseason, so you
got a lot to figure out yet.
Yeah, you got to get it right in 2 weeks. So, but junior high, they're recreational, so they're gonna figure it out in about 13 weeks. So
I just watched the America's team about the Dallas Cowboys on Netflix, and seeing Jimmy Johnson coach, I think that might be the hands-on approach we need. We got to start getting these kids and kids ready to go here.
All right, well, Streetz, Joel, that's all we got for today. I'm glad anybody that tuned in. Fonda, aka Mr. Conrad, glad you tuned in and we appreciate it.
Well, yeah, always good to hear from a former alumni.
Yes. It's awesome to see you rocking it over at North Dakota, doing the old Call of Duty. So, yeah, that's all I got for today, and we'll hit the ground running next week, Tuesday.
As always, I've been your host, Streetz. Special shout out again to Oddball Arts, Ian's, Go Dutch, Gutter Tech, and All Phase. We will catch you next week with beginning of preseason.